What's going on, JRT Prod Squad? It's your boy Johnny here, JRT Productions, back with another video, another episode for the My Review series. And this is an episode that a lot of y'all been waiting to see. I see your comments, I see your questions about the 8.4 inch Uconnect radio that I installed in the car over a year ago. I'm gonna let you know how I was doing, any problems, any kinks that have to be worked out. But first, I want to give you a couple little, asterisks, a couple little bits of information dealing with the radios. So if you go back a couple videos, you see that I was with my boy Ash, and he installed the new 8.4 inch radio in his car. That system looks totally different. So what's been going on is he wanted performance pages put on his car. So did some research, and also I got some people that reached out to me and gave me their opinions on why it might not be working. I went on Infotainment's website and I went on Infotainment's website. That's where I actually purchased it from, so y'all can see, like right here, I got Infotainment. The 8.4 inch touchscreen radio for 2015 and 2018 challengers. Well, 2015 challengers, you will lose performance pages. So basically, if it's an aftermarket radio going into the like a 2016 or 2017 and up, you won't be able to get it. You won't be able to get the pages. It's not even a Taser type of problem, because I updated my Taser, and it's just not. You just can't do it. You can't get performance pages. So if anyone of y'all out there do have a UAS system, a newer radio, and because this is what the old one looks like, you can just tell, just based off of how it looks and everything, that it's different. It's older or whatnot. It doesn't look bad, but I mean it's older. So if you have that type of radio, from like 2016 and earlier, and you have a Taser, you can put performance pages on it. Another little tidbit information, and I'm gonna have to actually crank the car up to show you all this. This is radios, man, and this is slightly related also to the Taser and the radio. But if you go back to my video when I installed the radio in the car, the Taser unlocked a lot of features. It enabled my backup camera that I installed on it. It gave me performance pages. It gave me, I could change the splash screen. I could do pretty much everything that the Taser offered since it's an older car. But one thing that I was not able to do was get grid lines, and I was having a hard time with that. I mean, I was able to find the option to turn it on and off, but I was not able, it just wasn't turning on. So I mean, it wasn't too much of a big deal for me, because I was just happy to even have a backup camera and have it functional and have it operating right, being that I installed it myself and everything. But there was one day where I was just playing around with it. Every now and then I would just kind of play around and toggle with the option. So I went to the option, I went to, you go to controls here, and you go to settings, let's see, and you go to safety and driving assistance, and you see park view, backup camera, active guidelines, and it was always checked. But this particular day I went on and I actually checked it, unchecked it, checked it again, unchecked it, and lo and behold, the guidelines popped up, dog, and they are totally functional. So I mean, I appreciate, shout out to folks on Instagram. If you're not on my Instagram, go follow me on Instagram right now, JRTProductions 3. Said, man, you should try this, and it'll work. I kept trying it, I was letting them know, like, yo, I've been trying it, but it's just not working, So now it's working. Now I finally got the guidelines. I didn't have to go to the Dodge dealer, to the stealership, as some people call it, and pay them to program and turn on guidelines for me. So that was dope that it actually did work. But anyway, so since I've had this 8.4 inch, it's been great. I haven't had any issues out of it. Everything's still working properly on it. I mean, I think it's still amazing. Like I said, this is my first car having a navigation system. It's my first car having, the sunroof that y'all see right here. Blessings, you know what I mean? So it's like to have, you know, I guess a system like this is it makes me feel real good. Like when I first put this radio in, it felt like a brand new car. A lot of you know, I felt just like a brand new car, because those of you who have like 2016 and older cars, then you know that it came with the 5-inch radio, and like literally all you had was just a square, just like a square right in here, and everything else was just black, and it looked bad. But ever since then, you know, it's been great. I haven't had any issues out of it. Now I will say that I have had a lot of people, you know, follow my channel. They would go on the video and they would ask me, you know, you guys would ask questions about the apps, the Uconnect apps, and everything else. That, I mean, it's some really good stuff, really good questions. So I'm just going to take a couple minutes to kind of touch on that for a second. So I guess you can call it like a Uconnect Q&A or whatnot. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to scroll down a bit here and just answer a couple of the questions that I see. So let's see. Can you update the 4.3 inch to the 8.4 on a Charger SE 2013? I cannot answer that for sure. But I'm assuming that since the 2013 model Chargers and Challengers are like an earlier model than the newer ones, because I think the newer ones came out like at the end of 2014, so that was a new one. I don't think you can do that with these radios. These particular radios are specifically for 2015 and up. Someone asked, does the backup camera still work? Yeah, the backup camera still works. Have I had any sorts of issues with the radio? I have not had any sorts of issues with the radio at all. Does the sport button still work? And can I register the Uconnect? Let's see. So the sport button does still work. That doesn't really have anything to do with the radio, but let me show you. See, so I tap on the sport button here, and I still got my flag popping up. You know, it goes on and off. Everything is good. The only time that the sport button doesn't work is when I have it in SRT mode, and that's changing it on the Taser. That's the only time the sport button doesn't work physically. You actually have to go into the system and change that setting for the sport button, you know, to turn sport mode on. But for those of you who don't have it, get the pedal commander. The sport button, I haven't touched that. That's the first time I touched that thing since I had the pedal commander, because the pedal commander just does, I mean, it's a miracle worker. It just does so many big things. I mean, I think those are the two biggest mods that I've done to this car that have really just totally brought it back like brand new. The radio and that pedal commander. So that is amazing. But as far as a registering Uconnect, you cannot register the Uconnect. You cannot use the apps that you see here. So you have like your iHeartRadio app, you have like Pandora. You know, if you want to use like certain things up here, like Slacker Radio, I don't know who still uses that. I haven't even tried TravelLink, but I mean, that's something that's through Sirius. I think you may be able to use TravelLink if you get the subscription through SiriusXM. Not sure about that either. But as far as like these apps are concerned, if you haven't registered your Uconnect, then I mean, if it doesn't come stock in the car, and there's no way that you can really register it. So well, Yelp works, so that's nice to know. But as far as other apps, you can't really register it if you got this radio from Uconnect. So that's one thing that you cannot do. So I'm just gonna answer a couple more questions. Let's see, does the rear camera work for this upgrade? Yes, it does. How much is the upgrade? Okay, so this is different for everybody. Because I know a couple people who got the radio from eBay. You know, some people just know somebody on the side that got it from a junkyard or something, which is cool. Some people, you get it for the low. I tried to do it as official as I could, not because the dealership told me I couldn't, at first change the radio out, but you actually can. So infotainment was the best way for me to go. And infotainment, they have they have a few different options. If I remember correctly, they have an option where it's just the 8.4 inch radio. It has HD radio. No, it doesn't have HD radio. It does not have 3D navigation. So it's just the updated, it's just a bigger screen, but everything is still the same as if you had the regular 5-inch. That radio is the cheapest one that they have, and I think that might be like $800, I think. But anyway, the radio that I have, I went on, since I figured I was gonna be paying that much for a radio anyway, I went on and got the top, the top of the line radio that they offered, and that radio did cost me $1,200. But I mean, it's worth it. I haven't had any issues out of it. And if I'm correct, I think that this was a refurbished radio, probably from, I think, a Charger or something like that, because when I registered my Sirius XM, then it shows up on my Sirius XM account as a Charger and not a Challenger. So I'm assuming that this radio probably came from an older Charger model. And let's see, also I had somebody else ask a question about an unlock code. Let me see, I don't think I still have it in here. Nah, I don't think I still have it in here. But anyway, the radio came with an unlock code, but it was already programmed when I got it. So I didn't have to put it in. I was ready to put it in. I would have definitely put it in the video, because that's something real serious. Somebody hit me up in the comments about that. Honestly, I didn't have to use the unlock code. I plugged it in and it was already ready, so everything was cool. So as far as the unlock code, I didn't have to use it, but you may have to. If you need an unlock code, I'm pretty sure Infotainment will send it, because they sent it along with mine as well. So there's that. I see 8.4 inch Uconnects for Rams or Jeeps. Will they work in Challenger? Yeah, I can't answer that question. I can't answer that. Yeah, that's something you're gonna have to really hit up Infotainment about. But I'm assuming, like, they're all the same radios. I mean, if it has the same layout that you see, like right here, then they're pretty much all the same radios. But just to be safe, man, you know what I'm saying, go on Infotainment's website, let them let you know what will and won't work for you. Okay, so next question is coming. It says, I have a question. Is this the RA3 or the RA4 with nav? This is the RA4 radio. The RA3 radio does not have navigation. The RA4 radio does have the nav. Well, let me see. Yeah, the RA4 does have the nav with the it's a 3D navigation. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Did the nav and Bluetooth calls still work? Basic controls, steering settings, and climate control. Everything still works with this radio. Bluetooth works perfectly fine. Basic car controls work fine. Steering, where you adjust the power steering on, that works fine. Climate control works fine. Turning on the DRL lights through the radio works fine. Which is also another reason why I say that you should definitely keep this. You should definitely not get like an aftermarket radio, because you won't be able to control that stuff through another radio. You can only control that stuff through the Uconnect radio that comes for this car. So yeah, just stick with the stock radio. Don't try. Please don't go aftermarket. I mean, I just think you're just gonna have some problems with it. But anyway, yeah. So let's see, how much does Infotainment charge you, and does it come with programming code? Yes, I said that. Yeah, it does come. Got a 2016 5-inch. Do you think other radios might work? I just already answered that. No, I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend aftermarket radios. But anyway, let's see. Does a screen where it shows the RPM and all that stuff work on it? Yes. Let's see. Will it work on a 2013 Dodge Dart? I ain't never seen a Dodge Dart on the inside before. I don't know. it may be the same, but like I said, just go on infotainment site, put in whatever car you're trying to get, and if they have it, it'll pop up, and I'm sure if they don't, it'll just say no results found. Basically that. Yes. Oh, this is fun. Someone said it's painful to watch you work on your car. I know it's painful for me too. That's hilarious, man. I appreciate y'all for these comments, man. It's dope. Let's see. Anyway, all right. It's all pretty much the same questions after that. But I just wanted to give y'all a quick update, man. Let you know that this RA4 system, this 8.4 inch Uconnect, it works perfectly. There's no problem. And look, I mean, like, I've been an Android user my entire life. I have this phone here. This is my Note 9. I love Android, but I also have the iPhone XS Max, and like it really works really good with iPhones. And I can imagine you guys that have like the 2017 and up with the Android and Apple CarPlay and everything. I know that's got to be amazing. But anyway, I just want to let y'all know that like it really works fine. I haven't had any issues out of it. If you got any more questions, just drop your comment below. Again, I'll put where I got the radio from, and you know I'll put the link in the bottom of the description. So if anyone who does not have the radio, you know where to get it from. But anyway, man, follow my Instagram, JRTProductions3. Follow my Snapchat, J_rocks3. I got a Facebook coming, still working on it. I've been posting on it. I mean, you can still go and check it out if you want to right now. I'm still posting. As I post on one, I'm posting the other. So that's JRT Productions as well. So that's pretty much it, man, for this my review series on this 8.4 inch Uconnect radio. It's absolutely amazing. I'm telling you, if you got a challenge, you got a 5-inch radio, you just, I mean, it's like unrolling, like it's just like flipping a veil up. I mean, it opens up a whole nother appreciation for this car and the amazing job that Dodge did on it. So it's just good to have, man. Just keep that going. Other than that, y'all stay blessed, man. Stay blessed. Stay safe out here in these streets. This is Johnny with JRT Productions, man. I'm out this joint, man. Y'all hold it down. Peace. One more thing, Pride Squad. I almost forgot. So I hope that these videos kind of motivate you and inspire you, you know what I'm saying, to do something great with your life, whatever it may be. And, you know, just whatever you do, put your best foot forward at it. You know what I'm saying? Be passionate about it. Love what you do, and just give it your all. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta admit, like, I'm really proud of this. So my oldest, Zanala Brooks, she is 13. She'll be 14 in January. She decided to start her YouTube channel. I don't know if it was because of me or somebody else she saw on YouTube or something, but either way, you know, I just wanted to give her a shout out, let you know I love you, and y'all make sure, I'm gonna show y'all this on the Galaxy, man, because I mean, it's just, the displays are amazing. So this is my daughter's YouTube channel right here. See that? Nala space Kai, K-I-Y. Y'all go and subscribe to her channel right now, man. Go and support my baby. She's a fool sometimes, like, for real. So I just want to give her a shout out the channel. I have it come across the bottom of the screen for y'all who just didn't catch it. There it is again, right there, Nala space Kai. All right, go subscribe to my baby's channel, man. Y'all go support the kids, man. Want to let y'all know I love y'all and I appreciate y'all, man. I'm out for real this time. Peace.